So I've got this nice old pair of doors. I started working on them 18 years ago, 17 years ago. I kind of roughly cut them to size, and I made up some kind of dog leg hinges for them. A bit like this, which should and then they're going to need some metal kind of lattice work. I'd quite like to do something a bit like those sort of old church doors where you get those lovely big splayed hinges or something, but so we need some work on the panels because there's not a lot of meat actually in this panel section. So we can do something nice on there, maybe a frame around the whole thing, so it's all integral steel the whole way round. Which would be good upgrade, quite good fun as well, quite nice looking. But yeah, hot weather. So it's a nice thing to do in the morning in the shade. In the afternoon you can't really be in here. I put the drape up, but even so, that's gorgeous. It's big. Finally getting around to the next level of lining the tower. So we put the insulation up sort of very quickly the other year, just before the winter because it's getting cold. Now we've done these battens all the way up, so we'll put some plywood rings, curved rings around these battens, and then one can mount the vertical planks onto those rings that go around. Quite exciting really. It's been like that for so long you forget that it might actually be different. And that was the old outside wall of the house. So before I built the tower. Everything's shut up to keep it cool, but it's beautifully cool, vaulted stone, lovely. You open the shutters in the morning, let the cool air in, and then close them up during the day, open them again in the evening. The difficulty is one isn't just trying to get the tongues on the grooves like that, which is pretty tight, but as you try and force them on at an angle as well, it's even harder to try and get the things to line up. So what I've been doing is, if they won't, some go, some don't. They're not all cut exactly the same, but it's not that sort of, it's not top quality stuff. But it's nice and thick, which I like. So I've just been whizzing along there with a sanding disc on a grinder to thin the tongue off, and I can just about get the sander disc in the groove as well. And then that means if it's a stubborn one, and also some of the boards are warped, you can then. It's quite a good fit, really. Great on the flat, but yeah, when they line up, it's good. But if not, yeah, you can work on the tongues and the grooves a bit to open them up. I've got this corner edge here, which I wasn't really very happy about. I mean, this side it looks after itself, just like kind of a barrel. But this is quite an important sort of corner here where the light switch is and everything. And obviously you'll see it a lot. So had an old sort of garden parasol. So I've cut these feet down here to make this a bit more light, maybe. Right. I thought that makes sort of a bit like, it reminds me of a sort of pirate boat or a wagon wheel hub slightly. And we've got this pillar running up here, which is part of the hollow piece from the middle of the sort of garden pergola parasol thing. There's a brass coupler that I thought I'd use here, sort of to cover the two joints like that, and then the same thing reversed up there, so a pillar top at the top. It can be quite fun. I mean, you can't really pretend something isn't there, like this corner, so it's better sometimes to make it into a thing rather than have to live with something that isn't quite right, really. Just welding up the frame there, which sits over this like a sort of a reinforcing, not exactly a grid, but skeleton, should we say. And then it's going to tie into these steel plates in the centre.